Today we're speaking about one of the new products on European market, and it's Burley. What we know about it? Its name is Burley, and it's made from one of the oldest person in the whole hookah industry, Urmat Mongol. I think you don't know, but it had a younger brother who probably like that right now. It was Osman. Light tobacco, nothing really interesting except that the flavors were really natural. And as I know this person, like Urmat, like face to face, we are kind of mates. So I decided that I would love to make a review on his new product. And I called Urmat like, hey, could you send me something? He said like, oh, we are just coming to Europe. And they distributing it through Czech Republic. So if you want to try it Burley, please write down in the description. There would be link to the guys who are distributing it in the Czech Republic. So let's speak about the product itself. First, let's start with the box and how it looks, how many grams, etc, etc, etc. There are three classic appearance. So there is like 20-gram box, 40 grams, and also for if you have like a shisha plate, so you like one of the flavors, it's 200 grams. As I'm always speaking about any product, I should mention what is the strength. The strength is medium in my opinion. Maybe it would be on the same level as Must Have, as Dark Side, stronger than European Dark Side, on the same level as Russian Dark Side. Yeah, so the medium strengths, the aromatic of it, some flavors are really high, some of them like really low. As you always know, you need to go into the description and check all my review on this product on every flavor which I've tried. Because in this video I'm going to tell you only about the latest flavors and also about my favorite ones. Let's start with the latest flavors. There are three of them. Let me find. First one is Rare Pear. I smoked all of it. And it's like, you know, it's like a real pear. So, I know, one of the best pears on the market. Next one, OK Melon. Let me remember the smell of it. Yeah, it's like, that's exactly the melon which I love in shisha. It's sweet, it's juicy, it's like the perfect one. Last but not least, it's Needles. If you tried Needles from the dark side, it's kind of the same thing, but a little bit more with tree flavor itself, like, you know, the needles tree, needles are going from the trees, and like you can feel this tree flavor in it. So speaking about the fraction, here's a small video how it looks inside of the boxes. It's medium fraction, but there is, in my opinion, a little bit too much syrup when you just open it, so you need to mix it really well. But still there would be a little bit too much syrup. But a lot of syrup giving you some pluses and also some minuses, depends. It works well on every kind of bowl. Personally, I would recommend to use Killers, and the one important thing, heat it well. It needed to be heated well. Don't use 4 charcoals. I'm using 425 on Nagrani, so on the stainless steel heat management device. That works pretty good. Maybe like 3 charcoals, or if you use just the copy of Lotus, use just 4 charcoals and it would work also great. I was speaking about the 25th charcoals. So let's go to my top 5 flavors. I will start with the first one, and it's White Russian. It's one of my favorite drinks, and Burley made it in shisha. The one thing which I was missing, that there was not enough of the vanilla flavor in it, because there's like coffee, vanilla, and alcohol. I missed the vanilla flavor, and the alcohol was a little bit too strong, you know, like a cheap vodka you buying in some stores. That was my problem with it. So if you want to smoke it, add just extra 20% of the vanilla, and it's the first mix which I'm recommending you today. Going to number 2, watermelon. You're thinking like, wow, you can't surprise us with watermelon? And I say, yes, I can. I don't know why I did it, but like, why not? Watermelon is a great, again, juicy watermelon. And if you take the watermelon and OK melon from the Burley, add a little bit tangerine cane meat, it will be the best mix you can ever try. Trust me. Third one is South Morse. Where it is? Yeah, let me remind myself. Yeah, it's sour. It's a lot of like juicy. Just imagine like the juice from the cranberries, from all the red berries, not the strawberry and cherry, but other berries. Mixed all of them together. It's sour. It's a little bit ice there, and it's just the perfect to smoke it solo or to add it in the mixes. And last but not least, as I've told you, it's melon. Great melon, juicy and perfect in my opinion. However, I also should mention that they have their base flavor. That's really nice decision. So if you want to understand what the base smokes like, just try the Burley from Burley. In my opinion, it's just a basic no aroma, so it's just a Burley flavor. And as we all know from my previous videos, the Burley flavor, it's more like a dried plum, something like this flavor, a little bit earthy, maybe like a little bit puer notes there, something like this. And let's go to your favorite mixes. So the first one, as I said, we take White Russian from Burley, add 20% of vanilla, and we getting perfect White Russian. Next one, we're taking, as I've already told you this mix, you already know it. Write in the comments what I want to say. Melon and watermelon. 50-50, oh, I'm joking. Honestly, 40-40 and 20% cane meat, and that's the perfect combination of melon and watermelon in one shisha. Pretty old school, but still great. Next one is also kind of the whole mix, so we are going to take the Southmores around 80%, add 15% of whiskey from Bonch, and 5% of ice. And it will be now like a homemade vodka on berries. You know that one if you're going to the village and your grandparents are just taking the bottles, some there from under their shelves, which they made like long time ago, and it's like this berry vodka. And last but not least, it's a mix based on this flavor of Burley Black Feijoa. So how you know from naming, it's Feijoa plus this berry, I just don't remember how it's pronounced right in English. So we take it as a base around 60%. We add a little bit sour raspberry, around 20% from blackburn, and you can add any kind of fir or needles from the Burley itself on the latest percentages. We will get something sweet, sour, and a little bit tart. And from the needles, we'll get like Christmas and New Year mood. So that was all about Burley. I've told you how to work with it, what are my favorite flavors, some mixes with it. In the description, you can find link on the Notion where I've written all description of all flavors from Burley, which I personally tried. There is like one really bad, which I don't recommend you. It's typical milkshake, really bad one. So that was all for today. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, click the bell button, and I'm streaming on Twitch, so there is also Twitch button, Twitch link there. So click it please, and see you on the streams or see you in the next video. Bye.